Hey everyone, welcome, welcome. Welcome guys, we'll get started shortly here. Hello everyone, welcome, welcome. Hey Francis, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly here. We'll get started shortly. Hey Kawisi, welcome, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome guys, we're gonna go over stocks, options, and ETFs this evening. Stocks, options, and ETFs. We'll get started shortly. And we might touch on the other markets also. So stocks, options, and ETFs. We'll touch on the other markets. Welcome. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Charity, welcome, Charity, welcome. We'll get started shortly. Hey, Gerald, welcome, Gerald, welcome.
How you doing?
Good, good. We'll get started shortly. Welcome.
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right. As you guys know, on Thursdays we go through equities, so the stock market. We'll go over options, ETFs, and then we'll also look at take a quick look at Bitcoin it broke that 20,000 support we've been talking about. All right. So we'll take a look at that also. But I do want to start with the Dow. Hey, Terry, welcome. All right. So you guys should see my screen here, right? You should see my cursor. All right. We know that the equity markets, this is a weekly time frame, guys, on the Dow. All right. And as you guys know, a large majority of stocks, you know, up in 90% of stocks, sometimes even higher, will follow the overall indexes. So Dow, S&P, Nasdaq, and the Russell. All right. So we are reaching a critical point here. All right. With in particular the Dow. All right. We are near I would say a big support on the Dow. All right, so let's take a look at it. So we want to pay attention to this. We shouldn't be long stocks at all. All right, so we shouldn't be long stocks right now. All right. So if you guys look here, here was previous resistance. All right, previous resistance over here, previous resistance also here. All right. And now we've got support here. Previous resistance becomes support. All right. So this was resistance, right? Going up, right? Going up was resistance. Here, hey, Stella, welcome. And now on the way down, it becomes support. All right. It becomes support. So this is on the Dow. All right. So we've got support here at 30,000, guys. This is a big support. There's another large support down in this area here. All right. And then down in here. All right. But right here, right, is where we've got pretty big support, 30,000. All right. 30,000 on the Dow. We closed today at 30,775. All right. So we are heading near that support. We've gotten there, right? We got there 3 weeks ago. We had gotten here. This is the third week, and price retraced a bit. But guess what? We are heading back to that area there. All right. So we'll watch that 30,000 support. If it breaks that support, we are definitely heading lower. The last time it failed, right, to break resistance at that 30,000 mark, right, sellers really rejected that area right here. If you guys see here, right, sellers really came in and rejected that area right here. All right. So if we get below, if the price can get below 30,000, we could see this market really move lower. All right. So be careful. If you guys are long stocks at all right, be very, very, very careful. All right. Trading stocks long. You could look for puts. You can look for some shorts. All right. But be careful. All right. Be careful. Still in the markdown phase. So this is a weekly time frame, right? Clearly in the markdown phase. Sellers are in control. All right. Sellers are definitely in control. All right.
Is this consistent with healthcare and biotech?
Yes. So, like I mentioned, Charity, you will find that the majority of the stocks, right, out there will follow the major indexes. Okay. So this is the Dow. Now you might find, like right here, Stock Boss, we have, if you look here, a lot of the stocks are in the markdown phase. So yes, they're absolutely following. If you look here, so the stocks are, even the biotech stocks, right? Look at this. They've dropped very similar. If we put this, so if we look here, I'm going to move this from a weekly time frame to a daily, and you'll see where it really matches up. All right, so let's do a daily right here. So if you guys look here at a daily, right here, daily time frame here on the Dow, that's going to look very similar to just about any stock we look at, right? Look at that, right? Clearly in that markdown phase, all right? Clearly in that markdown phase. So yeah, so we have to wait. Yeah, and now so the healthcare stocks are setting up, right? They are setting up, but they're not, as long as the Dow continues to move lower, if it breaks that 30,000 mark, right? 30,000 support, these stocks here that are setting up, right? You notice that they're not in that markup phase, right? They're still, so that would cause, right, these stocks here to move even lower. All right, lower than they already are. Okay, so that's why we need to be very careful when it's not ready yet to go long. When we go long, when we start to go long, we'll see, right? We'll wait on the indexes to give us buy signals. Okay, does that help, Charity?
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Very good. All right. So again, 30,000 is the mark. So we need to really watch that 30,000 mark. And we'll keep that. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, 30,000. Just know 30,000 Dow or Dow 30,000. Right, that support. We get below 30,000. Watch out. Right, we'll definitely get some selling, more selling to come in. All right. That's going to put a lot of pressure on the longs. All right. We are seeing a move. I don't want to spend a lot of time. I know Peter had mentioned bonds yesterday. We are seeing a move in monster futures. So in the futures market, they are starting to buy bonds here. So the 10-year and 30-year bond, I know we don't spend a lot of time on bonds, but when the market becomes bearish like it is, right, we'll see cash go into bonds. All right. So 30-year, 5-year, 10-year bonds. So there's a rotation in bonds. And we also see that in the ETF. So here is a bond here in our ETF. All right. So we could absolutely trade bonds. Okay. But just, you know, we don't do a lot of bonds, right? We don't trade bonds a lot, but, you know, just know that there's a rotation there. All right. I want to spend a little time on Bitcoin. We've been talking about Bitcoin at 20,000. It broke 20,000. All right, broke 20,000. Here was the 20,000 mark right here. And now it's trading at 18,958 currently. All right, so our target is at 10,000. Looks very, very realistic, right? So we could get to that relatively quick. All right, relatively quick. We could get to 10,000. So let's see here. So 10,000. So we're gonna hey Zaire, welcome. So we are going to call it 10,000. Okay, so what we'll need to do now, okay, is we're gonna focus now on that 4,000 support. Okay, so there is I would say an 80 to 90% chance we'll get to 10,000 based on the price action here. All right, we'll get to 10,000. We had talked about, let's see here. We had talked about breaking that redistribution, right? Redistribution, breaking that support, all right, in that redistribution phase. And we got that, right? We got that break of support right here, all right, on that redistribution phase. Right here was 19.5 we were looking at, okay? So we've broken that, all right? But the big news is the Dow, right? The Dow 30, right here. That's the big news. So if you guys are looking to short, right? If you're looking to get puts, looking to get short, watch the Dow. If the Dow finishes down, I would say over 800 points tomorrow, that means we would break, because right now we're at 30,775. All right, 30,775. So if we close tomorrow, all right, if we close tomorrow, tomorrow's Friday, and it very well it could happen. We were down, I think, I'm not sure, 200, 300 points today. So Friday, if we get sellers come in on Friday, right, tomorrow, we could very well close below 30,000. And if that happens, we could see, like right in here, guys, we can see selling come in like this. We might get panic selling. So those of you who trade, I know Zaire, I know you do some shorts and you do puts, right? You might start really paying attention to your puts, okay? Because if it breaks, we are going much lower. All right. All right. Any questions on any of this? Any questions on this? Any questions? As far as Sniper, we'll see what comes in as far as the data tomorrow. On Sniper, I'm thinking we'll probably have a couple of puts and one hedge. We've been doing one hedge because the market's been crazy. So we'll probably do 2 puts and 1 call as a hedge, but we'll see how the data comes in tomorrow as far as Sniper trader. All right. There isn't a lot to talk about with equities. All right, there just isn't a lot to talk about with equities. There isn't a lot to do. Our monster short, I didn't see a lot come up on our short system. I'm gonna run a scan right now, and we'll get back to it to see what comes up. So we'll look to see any opportunities in that market. While we're running that, and guys, interrupt me if you have any questions. All right, on anything. I want to take a look at Monster Scalper and the dollar pairs. The dollar index pulled back a bit today. Let's take a quick look at that. But it's still holding firm. So here's the dollar index. Here it is on the monthly time frame. You see here, it pulled back a bit, just a little bit. On the weekly time frame, pull back up a bit, but still holding solid. On the daily, right here, pull back a bit, but again, still holding. And on the 240, right, on the 240, here it is, pull back a bit. Still green candles. We'll pay attention to the 240. All right. Hopefully we can get some buying come in, right? Buying come in, right, overnight and push it higher. This is the index. So this is the dollar index. But we'll pay attention to it in the futures market. Here it is in the futures market. And let's take a look at the 240. So we'll pay attention. If anything changes overnight, I will let you guys know, but everything is holding firm right now as far as the dollar. Just a bit of a pullback. So here it is in the futures market right here. Same pullback right here as the index. The index right here is very, very similar. Okay, but pairs are still holding right now. Most of the pairs, let me take a quick look here. Most of the pairs, the dollar pairs, are slightly up, I believe. All right, any questions on this? Any questions here? Any questions? All right. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Okay, it's still running. It's still running. Let's go through the pairs a bit. All right, so here is USD SGD. Pull back a bit right here. Is anyone in these? What trades are you guys in? Which dollar pairs are you guys in? Anyone? So we could take a look at those. Which dollar pairs are you guys in?
I'm in the DKK.
USD DKK. All right, USD DKK. All right, so right here. All right, so it pulled back a bit. This looks very much like the index. All right. This is a bit choppy, right? A bit choppy here. Let's see here. What we are hoping on this one, Charity, is to, let's see here. So hold on to it, right? Hold on to it. It's still holding right here. All green candles, right? Even if you get a white candle, that's fine. What we don't want is a red candle, right? So we want that to hold and then hopefully move higher overnight and possibly test this resistance here and then break through that resistance. All right. Any other pairs? Any other pairs we can take a look at? Any other pairs?
I'm also in the CAD yen. It looks like the yens have started to kind of drop quite a bit.
You're in the CAD yen?
Yes.
The CAD yen. All right. All right. Okay. So where was your entry, Charity, about roughly? Were you near the buy signal?
It was at 105.95.
105.95. Okay, so right about here. All right. You could still hold it. All right. Hopefully you can get some buying come in. It looks like it's trying to move higher. All right. If you get a red candle, definitely get out quickly. All right. Look what's happening here. Let's take a look here. You look here. If you look at the other yen pairs, see what's happening here with the yen pairs. So I would be very, very careful. All right. So that's ZAR yen. I know dollar yen has done well, but even with the dollar yen, see here, see what's happening here. So the other pairs will give you a clue. Okay, look here, we don't have any buy signals. All right, now we got out of the yen pairs last week, right? Remember we tested that reaccumulation and they failed. You see how they're failing here? All right, so I just wouldn't see here. I just wouldn't I wouldn't stay in too long here. You see here, pound yen closed, give a sell signal to exit, red candles coming in. Look here, you see sellers coming in. You see here down. And this is, see here, guys, this new down. Whenever you see that new down, that means that sellers are coming in. Sellers are coming in. So you will probably see all these turn red after a while, you know. See, sellers are coming in here. So Charity, I wouldn't hang around too much with CAD yen. All right. Yeah, I mean, could it go higher? Yeah, but you've got so much pressure against you, you know, and even with, you know, I can find one that's trending. I know Swiss yen has been trending right, has been trending, but even with that pair, it's starting to get a bit more of pressure here. So I would just be careful. And what we want to see is the new ups. You see here, new up in the dollar right here, new up, new up, new up, right? Here, we're seeing new down. All right, so keep an eye on that. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not saying to get out. All right, you could get a lift, right? But just know that you've got a lot of pressure here against you. So just be careful. I would say if it breaks this support, and you're not far from that support, if it breaks this support right here, here is the support right here, you'll get a sell signal to exit, but I wouldn't wait. Right, you could get a, just like here, you get a sell signal right here, right? So just be careful. I wouldn't leave it overnight. All
Okay.
right. Any other pairs you guys want to take a look at? Any other pairs? Let's see if okay. So just stop me if you guys have any questions on if you want to take a look at any other pairs. Shorts. Now, if you guys are not experienced in shorting, right, I wouldn't recommend this, right? Or puts. All right. But those of you who short, this is going to be where you want to go. This is where you want to go. Okay. So Zaire, I know you short. I'm going to run through some of these stocks that are in monster short, right? So that's our short system to take the market down. All right. And we do this on a weekly time frame. And if the Dow breaks that support, guys, you guys are going, there'll be a lot of opportunity to trade short. All right. So those of you that don't trade short, you know, I don't know how you could practice. I mean, we do some shorting in Sniper, right? Charity, I know you have Sniper. All right. So, you know, if you want to look at some opportunities, as we look through this, just get with me, Charity, and we can, you know, we could take a look at some opportunities that you could short. All right. Hey, Taj, welcome. All right. So I want to just go through this and keep in mind, this is what we're focusing on. All right. So we're focusing on the Dow. Right? We're focusing on the Dow, breaking that 30,000 support, and that's a big support. All right? It's near-term support, but it's a big support. Dow 30,000. We close today at 30,775. So if we close, whether it happens tomorrow or next week, we close below 30,000. Traders are watching that level. Right? Traders are watching that level. So if we break, we are in that markdown phase, guys, right? Lower highs, lower lows. Follow me here. All right, we've got lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower highs, right? And lower lows. All right, so the trend is down. All right, the trend is down. All right, if we break that 30,000 mark, right, we're gonna get a big move down. All right, because traders are watching this level. All right, so keep that in mind. This is what we're watching. Right, we're looking for the market to go lower. We're anticipating a break of that 30,000 support, and you know, we don't know, but it could move like this, just like it did before. We could get a lot of selling to come into the market. So keep this in mind as we look for shorts. Okay, so we're gonna go through, and you can use this as just an exercise, right? So we know we shouldn't be long. Hey, Kyle, welcome. We know we shouldn't be long the market. So let's go through monster short and let's just see what's setting up. All right, let's see what's setting up here. This is on a weekly time frame. So we want to see the big picture, okay, of what's happening. Okay, so this one here, here's a sell short signal. Sellers are coming in, broke support, sellers are in. All right, let's just go through this. Nothing here. All right, sellers are coming in this one here. Look, pay attention to right over here where the sellers are coming in, okay? Where the sellers are coming in. Here, this one here, we've got a sell short signal, broke support. Guess what? All right, perfect sell short signal right here, perfect sell short signal right at that support. When we short, this is what we want. We don't want to short down when the price is in that area down here. We want to short right at that distribution phase, right at that distribution phase, okay? Stop me if you guys have any questions. All right, here's another one here, sell short signal right here. Sellers are in control right here. Price is moving lower. All right, sellers are in control right here. So if we were going to trade, nothing here. If we're going to trade, right, this one has already left. It's too late to short this. Nothing here. Why do I say there's nothing here? Anyone? Why do I say there's nothing here? There isn't any opportunities here. Anyone?
There's not really flow. There's not like a smooth transition. There's a lot of breakup and chaos going on.
Yeah. And what that means, good job, Charity. What that means is there's not a lot of volume, right? There's not a lot of volume. It's not smooth. All right. Absolutely. Good job. All right. So we can see, right? We can see from the charts, right? What's going on. This one is too late. It's way down in that markdown phase. Okay. All right. We looked at that one. Same here. Here was the short signal right here. It's all the way down here. So guess what? It's already left, right? It's too late. Okay, this one here, it's left a bit. You could take a trade in this one, but then you've got support down in here. All right, so you don't have a lot of runway there. All right, this one here is setting up really nice. Okay, you have a sell short signal. It's testing that support. All right. Same thing, choppy, right? Choppy, not a lot of volume there. This one here is already in that markdown phase, choppy. Okay, this is a good one right here. All right. Sell short signal right here. All right. It still hasn't dropped very far, and it's got support is all the way down here. All right. This one here has left a bit. All right. Nothing here. Nothing here. Deep in the markdown phase. This is a good one right here. Sell short signal, right? Purple, look at this. Purple support and resistance. Distribution, right? The support is all the way down here at $5, right? $5, $6. And right here, it's at 25. All right. This one here is still good, right? Hasn't totally left. But if you guys notice, a lot of stocks, we have a ton of stocks that we can short. Not a lot to go long, but boy, a lot to go short, right? All right, nothing here yet. All right, look at this one right here. All right, deep in the markdown phase. Look at this one here. This is a really good short that happened already. Too late to get in, but here was our short signal here, all the way down here. There's another one here. So what's the theme here? What's happening here? What's the theme? There's another one here. What's the theme here? Lots of shorts, right? Lots of stocks that are going down, right? Lots of stocks that are going down. All right, and if we break that 30,000, here's a really good one here, guys. All right, so look at this. Look at this. So what we have to do when always have to switch hats, guys. All right. So we were long here, right? This failed, right? That reaccumulation failed. All right. So follow me. We broke resistance here, markup phase, bought here, got out here. All right. And now this is the, look here. All right, look here. A reaccumulation failed. All right. Hey, Chris, welcome. Reaccumulation failed. Hit support, got out, right? Sellers came in, broke support. We got a sell short signal here. And guess what? The sell short signal came in right at 32, and the price closed today at $30. Okay, so this is a great risk reward trade. If I know we could always tie in the sector too, right? We can always tie in the sector, but look here, a good target, and we're just going through these as examples, right? A good target on this would be about, I would say, your first target would be about $23. Okay. If it goes, if the market really breaks down, break through that 30,000, we get real selling, we could go even lower. All right. So a lot of options in monster short, lots of options. All right, to go short, but you got to pick, you just can't pick anyone. You got to be a bit selective, right? All right, any questions on this? Any questions on this? Any questions on the other markets? Any questions on the other markets? Zaya, are you still in were you in any stocks? You were in some puts, right? Last week?
Yeah, I closed those already, David.
Okay.
But you know what I'm trying to do? It's like, for example, if you pull up the Nasdaq on like a weekly, I wanted to see what time frame you'd think you'd like short it on as it pulls back and go back down. So Nasdaq or S&P, whichever one.
Okay. Are you looking to short the Qs, the QQQ?
No,
Or
I'm actually shorting the index itself.
the index itself? Okay. Okay. All right, the Nasdaq. So let's see here. Okay, let's do this. 1 second. The thing about the Nasdaq, I know it's dropped quite a bit. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right. So similar to the Dow, all right, similar to the Dow, you've got more, I think you've got more downside opportunity on the Nasdaq. All right, you've got support. I wouldn't count this. This isn't real support. This isn't real support. The real support will come in right here. All right, so you've got some, you definitely have some room. And the Nasdaq stocks, they've been, I don't know if you guys noticed, a lot of the tech stocks, they're down 60, 70%, guys. Some of them are down 80%. All right. And big companies too. They're really getting hurt. But there's still a room. There's still a room to go down
Yeah,
even
and I think,
further.
David, I think September, like, I think it's gonna get worse, right?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that, right? Yeah, so September, guys, there is a good, if you guys, I'm a little nerd when it comes to this stuff. All right, there is a book I came across. It's actually an almanac. All right, it's called the Traders Almanac. And so it follows seasonalities, right? So the markets have seasonalities, seasons, just like a farmer would have seasons where they plant and harvest and all of that, right? Same thing with stocks and the equity markets. There's one also for commodities. There's a commodities almanac. All right, so if you guys, you wanna pick that up, it's pretty good stuff. All right. So Zaire, you're right. September. There is a saying, traders, right? Sell in May and go away. Right? Sell in May and go away. Right. So what happens? The summer months are brutal for the markets. And it's brutal because a lot of the hedge fund managers, right, in New York, they don't work during the summer. They usually they take the summers off, so they're not trading. So the volume in the markets are usually very, very light. So that's not the season, the summer months. So sell in May, go away. May, June, July, August, and September are usually the worst days for the market. All right. So you don't have the big players in the markets. And a lot of it is now, algorithms, right? Systems, but still, right? Historically, the markets will do very, very bad in the summer months. Most of the crashes, if you guys go back and look at most of the crashes, right? So 2001, the dot-com crash, right? That happened, it bottomed out in September, October. All right, Black Friday, same thing. All right, 2008, that crash, market crash, was in the summer months, September. So, and what you will find is that, and this is setting up, guys, this is setting up almost perfect for a big move down, right, heading into September. All right. So so you're absolutely right, Zaire. You're absolutely right. All right. And usually the fourth quarter, we'll see buy-in. So they call it the Christmas rally, right? So late October, right? Late October into the end of the year, right? So October, November, December, usually we'll get a move higher, right? And what they're doing is they're hoping, let me see if I can find, let's see here, daily time frame. Let's see here. I'm gonna go back. see if we have an example here. So if you look here, this was last year, right? This was last year. If you guys look here, and this is pretty cool once you know to look at it. So if you look here, right, September made a high here, and then price came down all the way. So here is September right here. My lines are crooked here. All right, made a bottom, right? Made a bottom here in October. All right, made a bottom right here in October. And then guess what? They took the price all the way up. Okay, all the way up to December. Okay, that's that Christmas rally. All right, that's that sell-off here. September sell-off. All right, here's that Christmas rally. And then December, guess what? They took it back down. And this is all they wanted, just that Christmas rally right here. I'll show you guys. Let's find another one. Hold on. So we're not anticipating any big rallies. I mean, if you base it on seasonality, we should get more selling. And if we break support, that 30,000 support, it could go much lower. Here is another example here. All right, so you look here. So Zaire, you're absolutely right. Here is September right here. Look what they did right here. All right, September. All right, here was a high, and they took the price all the way back down in October, right? Made a low here in October, and then pushed the price all the way up. As a matter of fact, took it all the way into January, late February, all right, and got out here, all right? So I want to show you guys one more. Let's take a look at one second here. Let's go back. Let's get more data. This is pretty cool when you see what they're doing here. We're going to go back. All right, let's go back. I want to do 9/11. So 9/11, and then we'll do 2008. So 9/11 was 2001. All right, 2001. Look at that. So 2001, right? That was the crash. So sell in May, remember, sell in May and go away, right? So this is 2001, all right? Look here. So this was May. May was right here. May was right here. And then look at the market going down, right? That was the crash. All of that was the crash. Okay. All of this here, all of this was the crash. And then 2008, I'm not saying that the market will crash here, right? Here. All right. Look here, October, right here. Look at this, came all the way down. Didn't even get that Christmas rally here. Okay, so yeah, so yes, Zaire. We could get, the big thing is if we're in, we're heading into July here, right? So we're heading into July, and we know that sellers are in control. right? Sellers are in control. This is an early move. This could be an early move, right? This could be an early move, right? We're not far from that sell short signal. So we could get by September, we could, we could be all the way down in this area in here. We just don't know, all right? But that Traders Almanac, right? If you guys, if you if you're interested, it's a really cool, really good information. All right. Any other questions? So the spiders, you wanted to take a look at the spiders here. Let's see here. Okay, the spiders and the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq on the daily, it's deep in that markdown phase. Look at there. All right, let's try the weekly. All right, weekly. You've got some opportunities. You definitely, if you wanted to get some puts, right? Trade the index. You've got support. You got support right here, right? You got support right here. And then this is where the previous sell short signal came in. So this area here is a big area, all right? And it closed right here. So you've got some room, all right? You could put it on a 240. Let's see what a 240, the daily is definitely oversold. Deep in that markdown phase, 240, let's see what we've got on the 240. All right, 240, choppy, Zaire, very choppy, right? Very choppy. It's holding support. I don't like this. It's holding support. I thought we would have a better chart here for the Nasdaq, but very, very choppy. You see this? Very, very choppy, holding support. Right? This is not good trading at all. If the system, guys, this is a clue, right? When you pull up a chart, right? When you pull up a chart and you see trading like this, right? Just kind of stay away. Very choppy, very, very choppy. No real direction, right? Very, very choppy. All right. So you could find Nasdaq stocks here. All right. Let's take a look at, let's see if the QQQ will look any better. QQQ. All right. It's trading a bit better, Zaire, right? So here is a decent trade here, not as choppy. All right. So I wouldn't do the index. You could do the Qs. It has a sell short signal here. You just need to wait for it to get below this area here, but still very choppy, not smooth at all. Not smooth at all. All right. All right.
Hey, David, it's Chris. Looks like Bitcoin shot back up to 20K already. That's crazy.
It's at 20K. Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Okay, so what does that tell us? What does that tell us? What does that say, Chris, or anyone else? What does that tell us?
Manipulation? I don't know.
No. What does that tell us? Think about it. I'm going to change the time frame here. So people are getting in, all right? So there are traders out here who think, hey, 20,000, it's a cheap price, right? I'm getting a better price. I mean, it's going up because someone is buying it, right?
Yeah, it's one huge wick.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not market manipulation, right? It's just, it's for someone, 19,000, you know, where it went to 18,000, hey, that's a good price. But what do we know? We've done this a lot, right? So what do we know? Is this a good price? So they're buying, someone is buying it now because they think that this is a good price. That's why it's shot up, right? And it hasn't gone up that much, but it's moving higher. What have we learned from this? Or what do we know from this? Anyone?
If you put it on the 15-minute time frame, you'll really see that 1 week. But I don't know, it kind of went down really slow all day, and then now that this one candle erased the entire day's action. But
all right, well, this is the 240. All right, this is the 240 time frame right here. Okay, so even on the 240, let's see here, hold on. All right, so even on the 240, right, we still have a sell short signal. All right. So even on the 240, we've got a sell short signal. But what does this tell us though? If buyers are coming in Bitcoin right now, what does that tell us?
Stay away and look and watch.
Stay away. Yeah, very good, Gerald. Stay away. All right, stay away. All right, so whoever is buying, listen, look at, even on the 240, we know on the weekly, Bitcoin is in the markdown phase, sellers are in control. We know on the daily, right, sellers are in control, they're in that markdown phase. Even on the 240, look here, short, sold short, covered here, sold short, covered here, sold short. So whoever is getting in right here, they don't know what they're doing, right? They absolutely do not know what they're doing, unless they're gonna trade it on a very small time frame, right? So let's say they trade it on a 5-minute time frame, or let's say a 15-minute time frame. That's the only, let's put on a buy signal. That's the only opportunity, and you've got to be quick. All right, but I guarantee you that's not how. That's not what they're doing, right? The traders that are getting in now, they think that Bitcoin, it's a cheap price, and they're just gonna buy more, right? And if it goes to 10,000, they're gonna buy more. If it goes to, 4,000, 5,000, they'll buy more. All right. So unless they're going to trade it on a very small time frame, all right, hold on. Because we know based on where it is, right? Right or wrong, right or wrong. Right or wrong?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
All right, so here is a buy signal here. All right, so that's a buy signal on the 15-minute time frame. All right, but look what happened before with the buy signal here, even on the small 15-minute time frame. All right, so even on a 15-minute time frame, you're going against the overall trend. So here is a buy signal here. All right, broke support, had to get out, forced out of the trade. Look what happened, went lower. All right, tried it again, buy signal here. All right, look what happened, forced out of the trade. Broke support, guess what? Look what happened. right? So yeah, we have a buy signal here, but guess what? Look, it's pushing, they'll push it all. Yeah, increase, you said, you know, it might be manipulation. Yeah, it might be, you know, but it's,
The reason I say that is because it's unregulated compared to,
well, there's manipulation in all the markets, right?
yes, yeah.
I mean, all the markets, you know, you can have one big, you know, you can have one big whale, one big buyer to come in, all right, a big institution come in and push the price in any direction, right? Does it last? It doesn't last a long time, but yeah, there's always manipulations, right? There's always manipulation in the markets, all right? So, you know, these movements here doesn't change, will not change, right? This is just noise, right? It's not going to change the price. It's not going to change that overall phase, that markdown phase, even on a small time frame like the 15-minute, right? Even like a small time frame like the 15-minute. So, you know, longs will get trapped. Longs, so the longs that got in here, they'll get trapped because guess what? The price could come right back down. You guys have seen this. Here it is. It happened here, right? It happened here. The longs get trapped, and guess what? It continues down in that markdown phase. All right. So we don't chase that stuff. All right. Let's see here. The trade to do on this time frame would be to go short, right? To go short, but not now. All right. Any other questions for me? Any other questions? Any other questions? All right. Keep an eye on the Dow. Even if you guys, even if you're not trading, all right, and we shouldn't be long, right? We shouldn't be long this market, the equity markets, but keep an eye, you know, just make a note, all right, on the Dow 30,000 and watch how price reacts if it breaks that 30,000, right? This is how we learn, guys. If it breaks that 30,000 mark right here, all right, watch what the sellers do, right? Right, watch, do they do something like this? All right, or they just continue to consolidate, right? And perhaps form a new resistance and break resistance, right? Try to anticipate, you know, we still wait for, you know, the move, right? The price action to tell us, but try to anticipate. That's what we do, right? Right? We don't try to guess, but we try to anticipate. If it doesn't happen, then we, you know, we flip the hat, right? But try to anticipate, see how the price reacts when the price breaks through that support. If it breaks through here, see how it reacts, because that will help you guys next time around. Okay, next time around, that knowledge you build in, that skill, building that knowledge. All right. So we can look here, and I'll end with this. We can look here and we can say, boy, this was a pretty good resistance right here, even right here, right? When it finally broke out, it gapped up, really took off, right? So this is an important area here going up, all right? When it failed here, boy, it really, sellers really came in. All right, so guess what? If it fails here, we know sellers are in control right here. If that 30,000 support fails, we could get another move like this. If we remove this right here, guess what? This move right here is what we're looking for, right? We're looking at this move right here. Right, we want this to happen again. Is there a guarantee that it will happen? No, right? But guess what? Even if we get down in here and we've got some puts, we've done well. All right, guys, take care. Have a great evening, and I will see you guys. We have a class tomorrow. for advanced techniques at 5 to 5:45 tomorrow. Okay, see you guys then. Take care. Bye bye.